So as we carry on our little van life adventure here in Portugal, our goal is to hit Lisbon within the next 2 days, but we finally hit the beautiful coast.
So for now, let us show you your morning routine. I haven't had coffee yet, so that's first things first before we hit the road.
Also, we're doing this with my parents. They have their van there too.
We really should do these the night before. It would make our mornings easier, but
we don't.
We're not like that. So first step, dishes before breakfast.
And then we gotta do a little bit of cleaning.
Now coffee.
And then of course breakfast at my parents' place. Thanks for having us for breakfast.
You're welcome.
Waking up in these little villages along the Portuguese coast is just the best, and that's going to be the plan today. We're going to drive along the coast to go see more villages, including a place where they have some of the largest, highest and most intense waves in the entire world, and of course probably a little bit of wine because, well, Portugal.
So we just started our drive along the coast and we didn't even make it 5 minutes and we have already pulled over because this is a windy road on the edge of a cliff, which is the beach down the cliff. And it is absolutely stunning already. 5 minutes in, it's gonna be a great day.
My parents are doing a little photo shoot on the side of the road. Come on, guys!
Oh no, it's filling!
You guys team Monster or team Red Bull? Let us know.
Every so often I do like a good sugar-free
This
Red
is the
Bull.
best.
So you're going under the low season. The low season.
Tracy's trying to translate the
to
parking
do the 2
machine.
hours.
It's not working. No, it gives me my money back every time.
No, but it's cool. Okay.
We did it! We got our parking ticket! Yay! Not ticket, but like the receipt thing. So welcome to Nazaré, a small town on the Portuguese coast. Only about 10,000 people live here, and according to history, this was one of the places that was providing people with shelter against Vikings.
Oh, interesting.
That's pretty cool.
Other fun fact though, this is where some of like the largest surf waves in the world are.
Yeah.
We're
Sadly, it
just-
seems pretty calm today. I'm very disappointed because we are in the season for the big waves.
Our campsite seemed to have more waves
Yeah.
than this, but anyway.
We'll see what we get.
Yeah.
And lunch too. We'll get lunch. So we were having lunch at Infusion Restaurante on a very like touristy street. It's a very touristy place. Like Nazaré is really for tourists and not a lot of people living here. But we're right by the ocean. It's very nice. But the two things that you know when a restaurant is for tourists, there's like 7 different languages on the menu and there's images everywhere. Oh, and the third one, there's somebody like waiting on the side of the street like, come to my restaurant, come to my restaurant. Anyway, I'm sure it's gonna be good anyway, but probably much more expensive than it should be. very, very nice lunch. Just a bit expensive, like cost it 111 euros. It's not that crazy for 4 people with everything we have, but compared to other restaurants that we've been, it's definitely on the higher side.
Really, really, really good food though.
I am so excited. They have some sort of like cable cars that goes all the way up the hill. We just missed it. It's gonna be back in 10 minutes, but it's been closed for over like 9 or 10 months, but now it's open. We were here to take a cab and then I saw people in it and I got real excited. Tracy, 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 Tracy. That was worth €2.50 for sure. Welcome to the top of Nazaré. Now we're gonna walk to the fort and see if we get any kind of lucky with some crazy waves. I don't know. Apparently it's on the other side that we didn't see earlier, so who knows? Correction to what I said earlier, it's not one of the biggest waves in the world, it is the biggest waves in the world, at least according to that sign. But again, I don't know. Tracy, I don't think there's gonna be waves. But maybe. I'm not sure what that statue is supposed to represent, but I can tell you it's what nightmares are made of.
Hey, it's right here. So it was once very populated by deer. And then someone was hunting. And on a foggy 12th century morning, he isolated himself from his companions while he was chasing a deer that fell off the cliff. On the verge of the fall, the knight cried out for help of Our Lady of Nazaré. The horse sticked its rear legs on top of the cliff, immediately saving his life. That's pretty much it.
That was a long story.
That's only half of it. I tried to shorten it up, give you the Cliff Notes version.
It's basically because this place is all about deers and surfers. So here's a deer, a surfer with a deer leg, a deer head, yeah.
So they're definitely big waves, but not the biggest waves in the world. We're just outside the season, so I think we missed out on that.
So the reason why they have the largest waves in the entire world is due to an underground canyon that was actually created due to an earthquake a very long time ago. That is quite a view. I don't know if you can truly see through the screen like how high we are, but we are very, very high. And the waves are actually coming to this height, as crazy as it sounds, during the wave season or whatever you want to call it, and people are actually surfing on those waves, but they have to have like jet skis and boats following them, because if they fall they need to be rescued super quick before they hit the rock. So it's that's an extreme sport for sure. Okay, so it doesn't quite go as high as the fort. It's kind of an optical illusion, but still up to 86 feet tall, which is insane. Now to go back up, we're taking a little 4x4 because it's the best way to go back up. You know, you don't want to walk back up that hill.
Brace yourself.
So even though we did pay for parking, that time slot finished 46 minutes ago. So let's see if we get a ticket. Hopefully not. I was trying to get back to the van as soon as possible to avoid the ticket, but Tracy's like, no, we gotta do a detour because you saw a gelato place earlier.
No. You're welcome to go and save the van and I'll just meet you there. You don't blame me for this. Can I have one scoop of Kinder Bueno? I got the Kinder Bueno and it is a good choice. Good choice.
Back to the vans. Do we have tickets? Do we have a fine? I don't think so. Victory! I mean, look at that ticket-free windshield. My favorite kind of windshields.
Next up, we are going to pick up our welcome package for where we're staying. I think we're staying about 15 minutes past that. So it's a little winery in Bombaro?
Something like that.
So let's go.
Time to like back up this massive thing.
E-brake.
Oh, e-brake.
We've been forgetting the e-brake a lot.
It's on the opposite side. It's really weird. I got it.
So here's the thing too, on these streets, Europe is hard to tell when it's van friendly. Sometimes you get down extremely small, like cobblestone streets. So we're on one right now. We're doing okay. David is a good driver and this is why he's driving. But
Not a lot of space.
It's a little stressful at times, I'm not gonna lie.
For tonight, we have to register in a wine shop like 10-15 minutes away from the actual campsite, so it's really cool because you get a lot for your money. A lot of places where the wineries where you can stay with your van, they actually charge you a certain amount, but they also give you free bottles of wine technically. So here we paid 38 euros per van to stay for a night, but they give you 37 euros worth of wine, so it's only €1 to sleep basically. It's a bit tight.
Yeah, got an extra 3 bottles of wine. But we need to go to the grocery store. It's over there. 2. Oh,
Cool.
that's it. 3. Wow. That's cool.
Hurry up, don't leave your hands in there too long.
Yeah, I know it.
It's gonna start chopping again. That machine is deadly.
Let's go to our home for the night.
So on this vineyard, basically there's no designated camping or parking spot. They just told us anywhere in the vineyard you can just park and stay there for the night. So basically like Tracy went on a little walking recce to see where we can actually put the 2 vans because we don't want to block a road. Well, this is it. This is home for the night. Truly like in the middle of the vineyard. Like it's stunning.
Staying in Quinta do Sanguinhal. Again, booked through Portugal Easy Camp. You pay 38 euro. They give you 3 bottles of wine. Why not?
Why not?
Why not? So the thing that's different about this place, which I kind of really enjoy, is they just give you the pin to their vineyard and you can park wherever you want in here. So we've just kind of pulled off the main track so that tractors can still go through if they need to, because we probably won't be out of here until like 8 or 9 tomorrow. And yeah, home for the night and a beautiful beautiful view while over the vineyards and drinking their wine. So something we actually haven't tested out yet is the shower. And I desperately need to wash this hair, so that's what I'm going to test out now. I'm trying to think because it's actually for once really hot in here. We've been having the heat on because it's been a little bit cooler. But I'm hot right now. So I think we're going to open some of these. I just need to figure out how to do it. And I don't want to break it. Okay, I think that works. Screen so we don't get buggies in here. Let's try this out. So because that's where you hold the shower head, you put that up there. And then it's just like a wet bath. So everything gets wet. So I need to make sure I'm taking out what I need to. Obviously take out these towels. And then, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Have to say, that was actually glorious. And I didn't even drain that much water. We were at like, what, 2/3 before I started? I'm still registering at 2/3. So just have to be very water conscious, but man, that was worth it. I'm sorry, but like where else can you get a shower? And you just come out to this beautiful view. Van life, man. You're getting me.
My mom is making supper and she just keeps saying that this is the most beautiful place she's ever made any food. And I mean, come on, like kitchen is right there, view is right there. Doesn't get much better than that. Thanks for having us over for supper. Time to go back home,
Breakfast at our place
which is right there. Well, what a great and successful day. It was just Portugal is beautiful. Like every time we drive along the coast, the little towns, the little restaurants, like man.
And I would say van life gives a different perspective. So we booked everything through Portugal Easy Camp. Well, everything we have booked.
Yeah.
And not sponsored, but man, they have pulled through. Like tonight in the Vineyard, the other night with the amazing wine tasting, like just can't say enough good, to be honest.
So now we're gonna go to bed and start this all over again in the morning.
Tomorrow. Good morning. Coffee is being brewed. Eggs are being cooked. It's gonna be a good breakfast. So if you're hypersensitive to rattles and noises, I wouldn't say van life is for you. But the couple that we do have, we just put some bags in them. Sometimes we put a bag there.
Homemade fix.
It works. It works great. So we're just about to get going. We're eventually heading to Ericeira, but we want to hit down more on the coast first, so we're stopping on another little town first.
So Europe and Portugal is no exception. They have a lot of tolls, right? The problem with this van is that it's the worst height. You're too low for the high one and too high for the low one.
How much?
This one 215.
Oh, that's not
but
bad.
we didn't drive on this highway very long.
Yeah.
Just doing a quick stop on the side of the road. There's a beautiful viewpoint and like probably like 50-60 people surfing down there. Welcome to Ericeira on the coast of Portugal, a small town of about 10,000 people on 12 kilometers square. We're about 45 kilometers from Lisbon right now. And what's special about this place, about being on the ocean with a beautiful beach and very cute village with a bunch of restaurants? Well, it is considered to be the surfing capital of Europe.
So for us, something that we love doing whenever we're in any European country, honestly, is having a car and driving around. So because of that, you get to experience these little tiny towns that the train or maybe the bus doesn't actually go to. So on top of that, having the van this time, I am in love with van life. Maybe a little bit too much, but I love that we can just wake up wherever we are, driving through these little cute towns, stop at a cafe, go for a swim, get back in the van, keep on going. It really makes you experience the European countries, or any country, much differently.
And talking about swimming, we're gonna go do that right now. We're gonna leave my parents at a little cafe where they can have a drink, and we're gonna go down to the ocean. Let's go put a bathing suit on. I bet it's gonna be freezing.
I'm excited. Ready to go for a swim.
Okay, so I know this place looks like nice, dreamy, sunny with the beach and everything, but it's only like 23 degrees with a little wind, and this is the Atlantic Ocean, so I think it's gonna be freezing.
Yeah, I think so too.
We'll see.
Does anyone
Cold
like
plunge?
Nova Scotia?
Yeah.
Nova Scotia.
Back home, it's like you go down to the beautiful beach, and then your legs get numb because like it's probably like 55 to 60 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh, if not less.
Okay, yeah, we just like gotta commit to it. There's a few people, so maybe it's not that bad.
It's just,
but
it's gonna be cold. Don't
everyone that I've seen, when they touch the water, they're like, whoo!
Yeah.
So, we'll see.
Don't stop walking. Don't
Okay.
stop walking.
It's freezing.
I think it's colder than Halifax.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, that's...
Oh, my.
Okay, ready?
Are we just going?
Not running, but yeah.
Okay,
Don't
we're just
stop
going
walking.
in. This is a cold plunge. Oh my god. I'm going. Oh my. Oh, this is like Canada. 1, 2, 3. Okay, okay. Yeah, this is nice. I love it. The water is so cold and it doesn't fit like with our surrounding. It's so sunny. The beach is stunning.
Do you know what it
the
reminds me
beautiful village, and the
Nova
water
Scotia?
is under 60 for sure.
Oh, for sure. In Nova Scotia, there's a beach called Crescent Beach.
Yeah.
Which is like this crystal clear water, but like, man. In all honesty, I'm numb now, so you can just stay in forever. That's fine.
Still feels freezing to me. And just like that, we swim in Portugal.
It's actually really cool. I was like, oh yeah, we swim in the Atlantic on the other side. And I was like, yeah, literally on the other side.
Because we're from, basically our house is just very far that way. Very, very far. Let's go, let's go. Now that we are nice and refreshed, we're gonna go join my parents on that little patio that they found with a beautiful view for some food, for some drinks, for some
Ambiance.
family time. Memories forever.
Such good memories.
Such good memories. So something super popular here are like sardine, which is like lightly fried, but like you can see like it's a full sardine. The face is right there, and you're supposed to eat it all. So we'll see. Dipped in sauce, head first. It's pretty good.
C'est bon?
Yeah. Let's see how
It
it
tastes like a fried fish. Yeah. Yeah. That's actually really good, especially with the sauce.
But you
very
remove
good.
the head, you're supposed to eat that.
Yeah, just a mental note.
guy.
That's it. That's enough.
Tracy and my mom removed the head. It's not the real way, you know? It's not the real way. Can't drive with those on.
No.
So now we are gonna drive not too far. How far is it?
It's actually an hour. It's only 32
Okay, an hour
kilometers,
away
but down the coast.
to Sintra along the coast to go see Colorful Palace, something like that.
Pena Palace.
Pena Palace. Let's go.
These are actually really good.
Let's go get out of this very tight parking spot.
That's the one thing about driving these vans. They're not that big, but you know, they're much bigger than like a conventional car. So like sometimes driving in those narrow streets, or right now like with these little walls everywhere and the cars parked, it's a bit tight, but I'm sure if I can do it, you can do it.
Can we just acknowledge that he like did that first try? He got that.
I got that.
You got that.
Okay, so after some very narrow street, we made it. I found a parking on the side of the road, but I'm using 2 parking spots, so I guess I can just pay for 2 parking spots, maybe?
That's one there. That's one there. 2.
There you go. Van life issue solved, I think. I paid for 2 parking spots, so hopefully nobody's gonna say anything.
Have a good day.
So we just made it to Pena Palace, one of the most popular, I would say, castle here in Portugal and maybe even in Europe for 2 main reasons. First, very unique look, very colorful palace. I think it's really pretty, but also it's on top of a very, very high mountain, and the fact that people actually brought building material this high is very impressive. So you can actually take this bus, which my parents are going to do, for €3 each to go all the way up to the palace, or you can walk an unknown amount of time up a very steep hill to save €3. We'll see. So this palace was built in the 1800s by King Fernando II of Portugal, and believe it or not, this was only a summer residence. Quite stunning, right? The only negative thing about these kind of places, it is packed with tourists.
It's not even high season.
It's an insane amount of people.
Yeah.
So
Beautiful.
come early. Come
Yeah.
early. So we just got out of the castle, which was beautiful.
Palace.
But
The castle's
here
over
is
there.
here is our thought about it. Tracy.
So the palace is absolutely beautiful. I would say unless you're really into like historic inside things or like furniture, that type of thing, I think just your €10 for the park would be sufficient because it's huge outside.
And it gives you access to go on top of the palace
walk
and
around
everything.
the wall that's
but
on
you
there and
pay
everything.
an additional €10 a person to go inside and see the different
like
bedrooms and
20
bathrooms
bucks,
and
yeah.
all these things. So if you're really into it, into castle and everything,
Yeah.
do it. But otherwise, just like the outside is just stunning.
Yeah,
You'll get
and
some
you can
amazing
have-
photos and
You
everything.
go to a little cafeteria, you
Yeah.
still have access to the shop, so that's kind of our thoughts.
But now, once again, because we're not really used to like all these touristy spots, we underestimated how much time it was gonna take, and
Yeah.
our parking expired 2 minutes ago, and we are very, very far from it. So if
Like,
you don't
I
have a
think we're
ticket,
gonna
it's
be
gonna be
there-
a miracle.
We'll be there in about a half hour-ish.
Fingers crossed.
So 3, 1, 2, 2. You guys. Okay. I don't think.
From the top down, we took that one girl that didn't drive any tuk-tuk, train, or old car or anything, just a boring white van. But okay, now let's see if we have a ticket on our van. Hopefully not. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. And no ticket. Yeah, 2 and 2. We got lucky yesterday too. So we just arrived to Lisbon Camping and Bungalow. It's a proper, like an actual campsite, kind of touristy. We have neighbors. Hello, neighbors. They're not answering. But yeah, we're gonna be here for the night. It's fully serviced, so that's kind of nice. There's a restaurant and everything, but we have power. There's a place to empty our gray water and our brown water, if you know what I mean. And yeah, I mean, Tracy's getting the house ready. We're gonna be cozy for the night, I think. It's right by the highway though, so there's that. Okay, see you later. So we're gonna go explore a little bit. Well, not really explore, but apparently there's like a mini supermarket.
Do we know where
and
it is?
yeah, that way, and a restaurant.
Are we sure?
Well, according to the map, it is.
Okay.
we'll see what it's like. We basically still have food, like leftovers from the last couple of days, but if we can add like a pizza, for example, or a pizza, I really want pizza.
Oh, I love pizza.
We're gonna add that to our meal tonight.
Good pizza, but we haven't had any yet, so.
We found pizza, but we have no way to cook it.
What's this?
Well, again, no pizza, but we got local beer and chorizo.
They did have pizza, we just don't have an oven.
Yeah, that's fair. I really think that this tonight is kind of the essence of van life. Just, you know, eating like whatever is left in the fridge in a random camping in the middle of Portugal. Not too far from Lisbon, actually, but just, you know, being together, eating together. It's a good time.
It's hard to complain. Everything is going my way. No clouds, no rain. Everything is going my way. Everything is going my way. Everything is going my way. Good times are here to stay. Everything is going my way.
So I know the van life looks all glamorous and beautiful.
There's one part that I've been dreading since we picked up those van at the beginning of the week, and we're gonna go do that right now. But first, here are a few thoughts about van life in Portugal.
I think, first of all, in general, Portugal travel or any European travel, get out of the cities, go see the countryside, rent a car, whatever way you do it. I think it definitely adds to the experience.
And like having a car in Europe is truly freedom.
Yes, it really is. Van life in Portugal, fantastic. Like, personally, I have nothing bad to say. The only downside is the fact that it makes parking difficult, but that we knew going into it in like the big cities.
But it's manageable. Like, we can always like kind of find a solution. And otherwise, I mean, like more wineries and less commercial campsite.
Yeah. I would go with that.
Too.
So again, I mentioned it in the last video, but Park for Night is a fantastic app that gives you like service stations, gas stations, free parking, non-free parking, everything you need to know. And then for the wineries where we got the wine, I booked through Portugal Easy Camp.
Yeah. And yeah, anyway, my parents loved it. Like, it's not necessarily their kind of travel.
No.
And they truly enjoyed the experience.
I think so too, and that's what made me happy.
So take your parents van lifing. Like, they're gonna love it.
Yeah.
And otherwise, like, we booked these through Indie Camper. We're not sponsored, but we'll put their link down below if you ever want to book a cool van. Very good quality, super cool vans, easy to drive, comfy to sleep in. And they're not just here in Portugal. They're like all over Europe. They're in North America as well and everything. So anyway, check them out if you'd like. And now, what I've been dreading.
Let's go.
Okay, we made it to the dump. The first step is easy. It's gray water, so that I can do. Don't worry, that's not like poo water. That's just the sinks. It just goes there all the way to this here.
It's all contained.
Thank God it is. This is 5 days of number 1 and number 2s.
Yeah, got it.
Tracy's just walking around with poo. Oh, before you put a...
Yeah. Dirty job done.
So until next time, see you guys
in Lisbon.